Hi guys, it's Will from Aberdale Squash and Fitness Club, and for this one I wanted to cover the barbell squat. So I want to try and sell it to you, tell you why you should be doing it, and then run through how to do it effectively and safely. So, first of all, a squat is a fundamental movement pattern that you will use for your whole life. So to be able to train it and do it more effectively, more efficiently, is always going to be a win, and it will be something that you benefit from, whether you're a regular trainer, whether you're training for a sport or just for quality of life. Yeah, so it's something you can absolutely use in everyday life. Okay, so the other benefit, and it does kind of correlate to that, is the fact that it's a free weight movement. And that means that it's going to require a lot more stability, balance and coordination of muscle activation to make it work, which is a lot more relevant to your everyday life than, say, sitting on a leg press, which is a good exercise and machine in itself, but slightly different. So there's your benefit. It trains you to be stable on your 2 feet and apply force, which is going to be a useful skill to have throughout your life. If you're someone looking to build muscle, try and look good and build a good physique, then in terms of the quad and glute development, it is one of the best out there. If it's not something you're doing yet, I would absolutely recommend it. And finally, if you're any kind of sports performer, football, rugby, netball, anything, really anything where you're on your feet, a squat is going to be an extremely useful tool in your toolkit. It's going to be training your power, your strength, and these both contribute to your jump height, your speed, which pretty much any sport is going to be useful. So yeah, it's clear that a squat is something that you could be doing and probably should be doing. So now what I want to run through is how to do it safely and effectively so you can add it to your program and get cracking with it. So starting off with our setup, our pins here. I like to set these up around armpit height, so just about here for me. It's difficult, they're slightly bigger gaps. I'd usually advise you go on the side of caution, so lower than you might perhaps need to, just because you don't want to have to be going onto your tiptoes to re-rack the bar or get it off once it's got some weight on it. Yeah, so even if you've got to do a little tiny knee bend just to get it off, that's fine. That's probably your best case scenario. Our safety bars down here, so these kind of depend on what your squat depth is like, but we'll cover that once we get to it. So yeah, you want it just a few inches below your squat depth. So in case you fail a rep, which hopefully won't be the case too often, then you've got a precaution and a safety there in case. So into the actual squat. We're going to start off with our feet about shoulder width apart. Grip, going to kind of vary. I like to go a thumb width out from the smooth bit on the bar, and you'll know what I mean once you're on the bar in case you can't see it here. So a thumb width out, and then you're going to come down, get underneath the bar. I'm going to squeeze my elbows in, trying to get a nice soft tissue pillow to rest there. So it's not resting on my neck, it's not resting on my spine, nice soft tissue bit there. Okay, I'm going to take one step back, sort my feet out, and then from there we're going to go nice deep breath in, brace the core, and you're going to sink the hips down as low as whatever's comfortable without compromising the rest of the form. So, things we need to be thinking about. Trying to keep feet nice and flat, so even distribution through the feet, not rocking onto the balls, not sitting back into the heels too much, yeah? We're going nice flat back as we do it. And the reason we take that big breath is to get the core ready for the action. So we can help try and keep our back nice and flat and deal with the demands of it. Yeah, so as we do it, I'm going to come down, trying to keep my head and chest up as we go. And the depth is completely independent to you. Yeah, some people will be able to squat right the way down, all the way to the floor there. Some people will only get to here. Yeah, all that matters is you're doing it safely. So go to as much depth as you can without compromising the rest of the form. Good, hopefully that helps you. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask myself or any other trainer in and around the gym, but hopefully that'll get you going. Thanks a lot, guys.